Hello guys, welcome to our channel. In today's episode we are going to be talking about body facts. Facts about your body you may or may not have known. So let's start with your tongue. So one fact about your tongue is that when you're touching here, you're not actually touching your taste buds as you think. You're touching papilla, which is actually holding the taste buds inside it. There's no actual taste buds that humans could touch. It's because they're covered by the papilla, which feels like taste buds. By the way, another fact about taste buds is that as a normal adult or still as a child, just like me, you have 1,000 taste buds. But then as you grow older, like when you become 79 or something, some of you don't even need to imagine that you're 79. So then you have like only 5,000 of them. And they like decrease because now you could taste less amounts of deliciousness or bitterness or any other feeling, sourness, salt in that case. So now on to our next fact. The femur in your leg is the strongest bone in your body. All the rest of the bones either are thin or fat. This bone here is actually the strongest and the longest bone. Also, it's a very big bone too. This bone helps us to lie down, sleep, run, walk, and move, as all we humans need to. Also, it helps you to stand with your other bone in your leg. So now let me tell you about another fact. This time it's concerning the heart. The heart has different parts. It's not like only that emoji heart that you usually see. There's the two arteries and the two ventricles. And then there's like these bridge walls, which I like to call like walls or bridges, which connects both of these together. Like the blood might go through here, so it could go into the arteries, get kind of cleaned, then come through here, go to the lungs, and then finally get completely cleaned for the body to use. Understood? Good. So now on to our next fact, which is part of the respiratory system. Your lungs breathe a lot of times. Like your heart pumps a load of gallons. If you actually check how much your heart pumps, it could feel a whole bathtub filled with blood, meaning your heart's doing a very good job. And your lungs and eyes blink so much. In a day, you breathe like 1,000,000 times. And it's said that in women, they blink less than men do, faster. So like this woman could stay like 5 seconds and blink 2 times, while this male could blink 4 times in that 5 seconds. So that's if that's understood with you. Now on to our next fact, again about the eye too. So women could actually see more colors in perspective than men. This has been tested by many stuff which have been proven to scientists and other human beings that women could see more colors. Like as a male, if I told you like scarlet's a color, would you believe me? No. Because men could only see red, while women could see dark red, scarlet, reddish orange, and red. And there's many other shades of red too, like pinkish red and many others. So us could not see that as males. If you're a male, you could only like see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. There's no other color in the world existing according to us males. And then there's pink and black and white and many other colors. But then these women could see particular spectrums of this color. Like scarlet is part of pink and red for us. Scarlet for them is a shade of red. We only see one shade of red, which is red. So women have a better color perspective than men. Like you can ask men to look at a peach curtain. They'll tell you like it's white or brownish, while a woman will explain to you it's either apricot or peach. So that explains to you. Now on to our next fact. Okay? This fact concerns about the brain. There's a part in the brain which works with the medulla oblongata called the cerebrum, which helps you balance. Meaning like all those awesome tight ropers there. Yeah, you're doing this with this part of the brain. If this brain somehow malfunctions or something, no one could tightrope. Like you just, I'm going, guys. Like it's the one keeping your balance, and you're the one hoping that you won't die. By the way, your brain, the king of the nervous system, it can send signals to the heart. Yes, the heart, to pump more blood, like when it's feeling embarrassed, nervous, or it's holding something hot, or it's like running too fast, or you're afraid of something. This is when like the brain could send literal nerves to go talk to the heart to like, oh yeah, the brain told you that this is burning hot and you should keep it. And if you don't, you just pump more than usual, okay? Okay. And your hand is also sent a message that, hey, can you please drop that? The heart is dying. And then if you don't drop it, it's either you want to kill yourself. So if you drop it, then your heart stops beating and the adrenaline stops, which is also part of the lymphatic system. Both the nervous system and the lymphatic system causes these three feelings: nervousness, anxiousness, and also the pumping of the heart going more and more and more. Like they literally help to stop that and make it happen. So that's what is about, like when you hold a hot cup, then you throw it down immediately. That's what's happening meanwhile in the body. So there is, in the rib cage you have 24 bones making the rib cage, with a huge bone going through, which will also hold one part of the body, part of the nervous system. So back there you could have a 25th bone. Okay, remember the cervical from our bones video? Yeah, it could be more longer that it's actually considered a 25th bone of the body. Most people might not even know this. You could have it only on your left, or you could have it on your right, or both sides. Like only a few people have this. Now there's this deformity of the toe called Morton's toe, which like the index or any other finger is like bigger than the other one in front of it. Like your thumb here on your foot is this small, and then your middle finger is much more longer than usual. This is rarely happening, and you few who have Morton's toe, you could please tell me in the comments. I really want to know how it feels to be having a toe longer than the other. So please, you guys also comment with the people with these deficiencies. Tell me how it feels to be like this. So, usually the eyebrows could tell how people look like. Like this guy could have happy eyebrows, it means they are happy. If this guy has this kind of eyebrows when you first meet him, it means he's going to be a serious, angry, or self-conscious person. And then like people with very like they are almost unseeable eyebrows are either shy or embarrassed, and usually are embarrassing. And then there's your sister's eyebrows, for those kids out there. Your little sister's eyebrows, which all the time shows annoyingness and the wanting to be you. So that's what almost everyone's eyebrows tells a little about them and how they will act. So now I want to tell you a fact. Your taste buds become more sensitive as a child, and then your taste buds become less sensitive as an adult. As I explained, this is because you lose a lot of taste while you grow up. Like, you might have loved cupcakes as a child, but you like the plain one as adult at this point. By the way, adults also lose their teeth for compromise of like the tongue. If they lose more teeth, they might also not be able to chew the food that they loved to eat before. So their teeth fall out. This is, by the way, the teeth is the only bone in the body which could not like regrow or regenerate. I mean, like, if one of your part of the teeth like cracks here, it won't refix by itself like the rest of the bones in the body. It could fall out and get replaced, but this replacement is the last replacement you're ever going to have. While sharks get all theirs replaced every day. By the way, they have extra sets too. By the way, another jaw-dropping fact about sharks and humans is that in comparison, these teeth are as strong as a shark's teeth. Yes, your human teeth are as strong as a shark teeth. This has been proven by scientists that your teeth have the same bone structure as their teeth. Their teeth only look more sharper and menacing. That's the only reason, like, why you feel that way. But the part of them is capable by a human's teeth. That's why shark bite could leave marks, so as yours could leave marks. It's just that the human body is like, their teeth is like kind of more sharper than yours, but in strength they're like the same. They're literally the same in strength. By the way, another fact about your hair, okay, is that brushing, walking, doing anything, even sleeping, removes hair. And hair always regenerates. Remember that. Like, you could just sleep and wake up and then walk off the bed without knowing, like, thousands of hair have lost their lives on that pillow. And they're almost like invisible to you. By the way, those hairs, yeah, if they could also be found in the atmosphere with invisible again pieces of the skin. Yeah, there's pieces of the skin which come off when the skin becomes too brutal. Like when the sun touches it too much, it could like peel off. And then, like, if you catch all of this and convert it like into gold, you'll be the richest man. Like, literally, there's so much of it flying through the atmosphere. If you were to catch it all, you have like 15 nets full. Like that much. By the way, another outstanding fact about your circulatory system is that it could go around the earth 3 times. One problem. Are you ready to lose your height for that long? Just to see that? I don't think so. No one like that. So, another fact about the body is that they feel they are the only they are the only species living on this earth which could sleep on their backs. All the other animals sleep this way, this way, this way, but not this way, like sleeping on your back. They could only sleep side to side. That's the only way animals roll. You could sleep here, 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 and also the boogeyman area, wherever you want to put it. So, meaning, yeah, you, unlike monkeys, which are literally like called you because of evolution, they can't sleep here or here. You have evolved to do that and not break your spine like a monkey will. So, now on to our next fact. So the enamel in your teeth is covering the other very, 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 very fragile parts of your teeth. But it's very funny how germs could go through it. Like, your teeth is as strong as a steel bar. But then it's very fragile and like a germ could just infect it here and then it's like going out. By the way, a very bad punch or a very painful punch could remove a teeth. Well, the teeth is the same like strength of steel. Remember, these teeth are actually pretty strong. It's just that they're super fragile, and no one likes using them to like attack people. So yeah, until we become human sharks, that's when. So now on to our next fact. So our next fact is that the human eyes cannot see particular stuff. Like if I told you that we actually glow, like we glow more in 400 and then we less glow in 10 o'clock, would you believe me? No, because you can't see it. If you could see it and your eyes could see stuff minus 1,000 like light, then you'll be able to see that you're actually luminescent and give light. Yeah, it's been proven. Just like every other scientist would like to. The only reason why we know these facts is because scientists proved them. So thanks, scientists. If you guys weren't already thanked, then thank you. Thank you for all the research you've done. It's really helpful, including COVID. So now on to our next fact. Did you know that if we were to check how many times we've blinked, we could blink like 1 billion times in one day? Now compare that to how many times you blink in 1 year. That'll be a lot of times, huh? So then imagine if I told you this. Your brain can hold like 360 pounds of pictures, okay? And then a computer could hold only 156 before their drive is filled. So your brain has a bigger drive than a computer, if you put it in that way. Your brain could store more than a computer. But still doesn't mean the brain could delete stuff. Like, let's say, all those old people out there, yeah, you used to watch the Teletubbies. For you who forgot, many of you might have. So it's to show that your brain like takes out those unimportant sticky notes out of your head. In fact, if you see how many times you're blinked, it's just like a camera taking pictures of your surroundings. Like right now, you blink multiple times, meaning you're taking picture of your phone, your computer, your laptop, your iPad, and my face. So yeah, you're literally blinking is a camera getting stored in a computer, which is your head. Yeah. By the way, computers are smarter than. Here's a funny fact: computers are smarter than brains in thinking and like playing games, but then they could hold less capacity than a brain and could easily break. Like the brain could like is fragile, but at least it isn't like you could break the screen and now it's useless. It could still work. It could. Yeah. So another fact about the heart is that if the brain stops functioning, the heart can survive for 20 more seconds. This is why you could see a chicken running with no head. It's because the heart is still working perfectly. Yeah, if the head is cut off or something and it lost its brain, it will still be alive as long as the heart is still working and pumping. But this heart will be like, pumping a load of blood. So yeah. Also, an adrenaline happens like what to that particular cock that you killed for no reason. There's an adrenaline happening. Like this heart will pump so much blood coming through here, here, and here. And all that blood will only be used when the cock just dies. The cock will die with unused blood. That's the funny part of the joke. The heart pumps a lot of blood just for you to die with useless. The blood will be never used. Yeah. So your heart is attacked by an adrenaline. It will pump and pump and pump until the brain tells it that it's over. Like that's why most children don't go in the dark, because they get an adrenaline boost, which either makes you scream, run, or like scare up and panic. So yeah, your heart has adrenaline, and it's your brain who is telling your heart to do this adrenaline. Your brain could certainly not be afraid of things like adults. That's why they don't get to usually adrenaline. But children could usually get it every day, like it's some kind of sickness. Also, if you didn't know, stupidity and adrenalines and brains are all sicknesses. The fact that they're found in almost everything. So yeah, now you know a load of facts about your body. Yeah, and how it works. So now let's finally talk about the digestive system. The digestive system works like this. You put food through your mouth, then it goes through here, the esophagus, and then splits through these two pipes. This pipe will lead into the air sacs, also known as lungs, which is not good for you. So it switches the other way into the food pipe, which is good for you. So once it enters through that food pipe, it will fall into the stomach or the acid lake. If we were food, then it would be an acid lake. So once we enter this acid lake, if there was this poison or unhealthy protein that could kill us or hurt us potentially, this awesome beautiful part called the liver will save us. But if this liver's bile, which is the fizzy drink it's using against it, then if the remaining is very low enough, the gallbladder, which is like a small liver, also called the bladder, which is very badly named, us English and other people who speak English are very bad at naming, and we acknowledge that. So the gallbladder, badly known as bladder even though it doesn't use urine, takes the remaining biome, combined with the biome it already made, and then makes enough to entirely destroy this, or at least make it unpoisonous for you. So meaning if your liver is down, then your gallbladder is going to help. So now it could finally go through that long intestine and the small intestine. After that, after going through the entire process through the small intestine, it goes into the long intestine. The long intestine will take a longer time to go through it. Once our journey is done in the long intestine, we will be extracted, either through the bladder or either through the kidneys. Yeah. So also, you could just extract them from the back or the pelvis urinator. So now, as we know, we eat, then it goes through here, after that into here, and then after that it goes through here, and then out. So it goes through this end and comes through that end. Understood? Good. If it was we, it would take a longer time, going through the bladder and staying for a long time. So yeah, now you know. That's why. So now that we're done with the facts for today, the body facts, the facts you may or may not knew about yourself or your body. And thanks for you guys for watching. Thanks for coming to the end of this video without leaving. Please share a comment in the comments below as I explain. Please read the description. Press the links in the description for our bones video and many other videos so you could understand this topic. And also leave a like, subscribe, share to friends, and bye guys, and have a happy day.